Yo, what's up guys? Alright, so for today's video, I want to do something a little bit different that I haven't done yet before, but I think it's going to be a fun idea. So I want to make a top 10 list of the game's music tracks that are released within the year 2024. So starting from the 9th anniversary, leading all the way up to New Year's 2025. But considering that Daimogoku and Glorio's technical release date was at the tail end of 2024, I want to consider them eligible for this list. Another thing I want to have like a disclaimer here. I don't claim any objectivity to this list. It is just a subjective matter. It's my own personal opinion. If y'all disagree, then that's completely fine. I'd actually be curious to hear y'all own opinion in the comments. But yeah, we're just going to be doing the year 2024 of all the soundtracks and all that. There's only two things I'm technically excluding. It's just basically like the summon music they made for Worldwide. There's like two specific tracks they made for like whenever you summon, but I want to do like characters specifically because I have other ideas for top 10 lists of like other aspects of characters that's not just music, but we'll get to that another time. Another thing too I could do is potentially make like a top 10 music list for previous years like 2023, 2022 and all that stuff. I could go back and do that at some point, so if y'all be interested in that, y'all just let me know. So might as well hop into the list, but we're gonna be listening to like a loop of each track courtesy of DBZ World on YouTube. Got like a small playlist set up here, so let's switch over to that. Number 10 is going to be LR AGL Ultimate Gohan, specifically his intro. So we switch back over here. Let's put him in the 10 spot right there. So yeah, we're just gonna listen to one loop of the track and we'll just talk about it for a little bit. So here we are. Alright, so just to talk about it for a little bit, what I really like about Dokkan music as a whole, not just this one track, but like the soundtrack in general, is just how well they do at encapsulating the moment and creating like a really good theme for it. So for this moment in particular, this is his intro where he comes in like he's flying through to meet up with Goten, Trunks, and Piccolo and all that to fight off Super Buu. Yeah, the intro is just him like arriving, and this soundtrack really sets up the feeling of like a hero coming to save the day and he's just arriving onto the scene. So I really like it. I jive with it for sure. But yeah, we'll move on to the number 9 spot. So put the music back up. Alright, so for this one, it's the LR Legendary Super Saiyan Broly active skill. So whenever he pops out his domain, so it's right here. Yeah, this one. I try my best to line up like the thumbnails with DBZ World's like thumbnail. At least I tried my best too. But yeah, this one, like, it's just the guitar definitely sells it for sure. It's just the raw strength of it. It is just intense, just I mean, it's just Broly. Like, it really does encapsulate just that raw, like, just I'm going to wreck your crap type of energy, you know? Like, it's just, there's no other way to say it. It's just raw. It's just pure destruction. So there we go, number 9. Let's move on over to the number 8 spot. See what that's gonna be. Alright, so now this one is for the LR Physical Super Saiyan Goku. It's like an incomplete finish skill. So it's I'm trying to think how to word it, but it's not the standby activation, but it's not the the complete like punch finish skill that he has. It's the incomplete one whenever you don't charge it all the way. So yeah, this is, I mean, the base form is the Physical Saiyan trio, and then yeah, the standby's the Super Saiyan Goku. But anyway, it's gonna be this one right here, number 8 spot. So I know that they do have like another variation of basically the same track, but just different instrumentation and such. It's this one right here. It's basically like more orchestral for that one, but something about like just the single guitar just really hits for me with this one. It just really sells the point of like, I guess, just group effort, you know, just teamwork. You and your buddies. I don't know, like the orchestral one does sound pretty good, but I just really drive with the guitar a lot more, honestly. But yeah, that's the number 8 spot. So there we go. Move on to number 7. Alright, so this one is for the LR STR Super Saiyan Gohan team. It's the Family Kamehameha one, but, you know, the big old standby with that. But this is specifically the standby activation theme I want to put here in the number 7 spot. So let's go put it there. This one's just... Okay, so the actual Family Kamehameha theme, like whenever you do the finish skill, that one sounds amazing, of course, but something about this one just feels so much more energetic. And I know that's kind of the point. It's that the Family Kamehameha, that one, it's like meant to be like a big climax, like the end of it. Well, this one is just like, gets you pumped up, like, just feels so good. Like, you're kind of like on your last legs, like you gotta just stand up no matter how little strength you have left. Really drives home that point. So I like that one a lot. So number 6, let's see what that one's gonna be now. Alright, so this one might just be a me thing, possibly. Definitely wouldn't be surprised by that, but this one's the You Are Physical Topo, specifically his intro. So we'll put that on the list. Reason why I love this one so much, I used to play alto saxophone back in like going through middle school, high school, band, and all that type of stuff. The saxophone is just one of my favorite instruments, and this is the first time they ever used it in a Dokkan OST, and it just sounds so freaking stylish, so jazzy, and it fits so well with I am Topo. It fits so well. I love it. It's just, I don't really care a whole lot about the Universe Survival Saga in terms of like the characters and all that stuff, but at least like personally, but like the hype is definitely there in terms of like just that he is the defender of justice. Funny, but yeah, it definitely sets up a good feeling there, that's for sure. So we'll go on to the number 5 spot. Alright, so this spot goes to the LR Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, his actor skill. This is the only theme he has. Because a lot of the characters in this game have like 2 or 3. It's crazy, but so number 5 for him. It's not even just this LR Tech Gotenks, but a lot of other Gotenks, especially like the UR Int one, when that goes from base form to Super Saiyan 3. Like, a lot of Gotenks in this game just have such like groovy, it's just so groovy. That's really the best way to describe it. Is just gotta get down and dance with it. I know that sounds a little funny, but like I can't help it. It just really gets me in that head bobbing mood. It feels so charismatic. It feels so Gotenks, you know, the young like overpowered child that has like way too many muscles to brag about. Yeah, but it's just so energetic. I know I kind of said that a lot about a good bit of them, but yeah, for this one it's a specific type where it's just, you know, it's got that groovy beat. So there we go, number 5. Let's go see what number 4 is going to be. Alright, so this one is going to go for the LR Tech Ultra Instinct Goku, specifically his intro. So we're going to put him over there in the number 4 spot. So for this one, I'm not going to have it featured in this video, but if you remember from 2022, they had the Dokkan Fest UR Tech Bardock. He had it's just an awesome intro that just everybody that knows this game and plays it knows how good that one is. Just the hit in it. Starts off with like the piano and then just really strong into the guitar. Similar idea here. This one's got to be on par with that Tech Bardock one. It's just, the hit is just so powerful. I do want to mention though, I haven't said this yet, but typically with like intro themes in this game, you might be able to notice, but they're typically a lot shorter than like active skills or standbys and all that. I think the reason for that is that like intros are kind of just meant to be like sort of a smaller animation. So I guess that could be considered a downside of intros, is that they are composed to be quite a bit shorter, maybe even like a quarter or even half the length less. But in a situation like this, it's just the hit just it makes my hair stand on it. It gives me chills. That's how freaking good it is. So I love that for sure. We go ahead and move on to the number 3 spot. Alright, so this spot's gonna go to the LR AGL Jiren. Specifically, it's the incomplete finish skill. It's because he has the complete variation where he goes into what is it? It's the full power form. Yeah, it's this right here. But this one is the incomplete variation where he actually reverts back to his base form. So we're gonna go ahead and here put it in number 3. So this one, I said a second ago, I don't care a heck of a lot for the Universe Survival Saga in terms of like, I guess like characters and writing and all that, but again, it just gets that hype and the feeling and all that. But in this case, it's more just like a bit more emotionally driven, but just the violin just really drives it, like just to that extra mile. It just sounds so good, and like it sounds emotional yet like still like encouraging, I guess. Like it still pushes through. It's like you still have the strength to keep going, stuff like that. Stuff, weird feelings like that. But yeah, that one, it's just, violin just really speaks to me. It's really how it goes. So now gonna be the last 2 here. Okay, so let's see what that's gonna be. Alright, so this spot's gonna go to the LR Tech Ultra Instinct Goku. It's this active skill where he transforms into Mastered Ultra Instinct. So that one's gonna take the number 2 spot. Let's find him right here. A little fun, we have Tech UI, both of his intros on here, but I mean, what can I say? It's just that good. For this one in particular, what it is for me is just, it just straight up makes me feel invincible. Like, it makes me feel like nothing can stop me. Like, just so strong. I mean, in most cases when I actually get Mastered Ultra Instinct out in game, like, that's kind of what it feels like. Just having the 100% dodge, just countering every hit. Of course, like, it doesn't really work against specific bosses, but, like, it's just that otherworldly feeling of just, like, you are a god. That's really what it feels like, especially, like, the choir in the background and all that. It's insane. Just everything, like the violin, all that. So, now we're gonna move on to the number 1 spot, and I must say, I must admit, this one has kind of like overtaken me, like, throughout the entirety of 2024. I was just like, I can't get this out of my head. A lot of these I felt that way about, but this one was just almost nearly the entirety throughout the year. So, let's see it. Alright, so number 1 for me is going to go to the UR Tech Vegeta, his active skill transforming into Super Saiyan. So it's going to be right here. Yep, this was the Saiyan Day character of 2024. So for this one for me, it's just aura. Like, we should all know, like, the energy Vegeta emitted when he first went Super Saiyan against Android 19. Like, he, at least within that moment, because obviously kind of shortly after just got beaten by Android 18, but when he was fighting against 19 and 20 that first time, doing like the Big Bang attack and all that, like, he just he was so smug, he was so, like, just full of himself, but I mean, at least at the time, he definitely had the strength to back it up. This has been stuck in my head, like, all the year of 2024, ever since, like, March, like, late March, whenever he came out. I love it. Even still, like, this is definitely my most played OST from anything in this list. So that's pretty much it for the list. It was pretty fun, I would say. We can go ahead and just close it out now. So, I do want to mention some honorable mentions. We're not going to listen to them quite yet. Maybe y'all could go out and listen to them on your own if y'all really want to. But in terms of honorable mentions that I thought of that I actually considered for this list, I'd say this Transform State of Broly. It's his active skill, because this one's the intro. So this active skill, I think, sounds really good. The Gammas, whenever you activate, like, whenever you go into their standby, that one sounds really great to me. Of course, Vegeta's Big Bang attack sounds really good too. I actually really was concerned. This is my probably might be like 11th or 12th spot for me. The active skill for the LR Ginyu Force. Fat Boo, his intro, that one sounds incredible. Let's see what else. I was also thinking LR AGL Gohan, his active skill sounds really good too. I think LRAGO Jiren, his complete standby sounds pretty good too. This theme for Broly sounds pretty good. This is whenever you transform him into Legendary Super Saiyan. I have Paragus here. This is actually meant to represent the Broly's other active skill, where he kills Paragus. I just wanted to point that out. That's why Paragus is there. So this one sounds pretty funny if I remember. Like it has like a trumpet playing, and it sounds like licensed music, but like it's definitely not. It's like within the game. It sounds funny. So yeah, this is the the complete finish skill for the Family Kamehameha. That one sounds pretty good. Yeah, some of the other ones are pretty good, but I wasn't really considering them a heck of a lot for the list. I do kind of like Daimagoku's intro, and I like Glorio's active skill. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It was pretty fun, I would have to say. So if y'all thought so too, y'all could let me know in the comments your own opinions and all that stuff, and also if I should go back and do previous years, because I'd definitely like to do that. This game, like I said, like DBZ World has like that playlist of how many music tracks are in the game, well at least what they've uploaded, and there's over like 300, so it is a lot. Love this game's music. But anyway, that's gonna be it for the video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Be sure to check out the Baba Shop, all that type of stuff. Hope y'all had an amazing day, and peace out. See y'all next time.